Welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Okay. So, we're going to actually chat about what is a devotional. And, people say, oh, I want to write a devotional. So, I want to just talk to you about three things. Okay, I want to write a devotional. So, what's next? So, as you come in, please like and share this video. I am Dr. Renee Sunday, and I am the platform builder. So, we're going to chat about that because a lot of people want to do things, but we need to have the right information before. Well, me personally, when I do something, I want to know what it is, number one, see if it resonates with me, number two, and then three, I need to have a strategic plan and execution because I'm a great visionary. And but you need to be able to execute it or pass it out to your team or someone that actually can make it come to pass. Okay. So that's what we're going to chat about just real briefly. Please come in and like and share. And we're gonna just chat about a couple of things. Yes, yes. All right. Well, first of all, let's just get it started. What is a devotional? A lot of people use that interchangeably, and I'm saying interchangeably. Some people actually say it's some people actually, I've heard people say it's a daily routine. Some people call it a journal. Some people even call it the plan that they're going to actually do every day. But really, when you talk about a devotional in regards of having a genre, if you will, of writing, most of the time you hear it mostly when you're talking about your belief. And when I say your belief, I mean in regards of biblically, whatever your faith is. The ones that I have written and help other people write in my publishing company, Sunday Publishing Company, have been more Christian based, faith based. But a working definition is when you have a publication. It can, nowadays it can be, of course, digital, Kindle, or a print version. Okay. Then the next important component is you have to, you can have Bible verses. We're going to talk about the Christian part of it. If it's faith based, okay, let's do that first. If it's faith based, a lot of times it actually have Bible verses. Can actually have a place where you can journal, write down your thoughts on a daily basis. And then also sometimes people actually have prayer, and you can also have scriptures that's there, right? As I said earlier, in regards of if it's in another genre like business, self-help, fitness, business, etc., a lot of times it's motivational quotes or inspirational quotes. It's different ways how you want to do it. I actually have done different formats, and some people can resonate with them and somebody can't. You just have to do what your vision is that is placed on your heart. But of course, give people what they, a lot of people what they want, but what they really need at the same time. You have to kind of accomplish both of the goals at once, right? So all of us need motivation. All of us need encouragement. All of us want to feel like we belong. But a lot of times we need help. We need assistance with that. And so that's what a devotional can come in. Of course, there are so many different ways of having a motivational, inspirational tool. We have the amazing YouTube, we have affirmations, we have our cell phone that we have. We have so many different ways that we can actually inspire and motivate someone. But everyone learns differently, right? If we haven't learned that in school, when I was coming up, it was only one way people were teaching, right? And in the classroom. But now we can do things digitally. Some people learn by looking, sensory. Some people actually learn by doing. Okay, so it's a task that we have to, as educators, as infopreneurs, as business owners, whatever your genre is, we need to be able to communicate with all different styles, or as many as we can, learning patterns. If you notice the evolving of how people actually sell, even on social media, we went from just having a picture, and pictures still work, but then now we're doing flip throughs with our books. We're doing videos. The thing about it is, I guess, a lot of people want to see, of course, what is it in for them? What are they going to benefit from it? And we as business owner and as writers, as publishers, need to really display that. We can always talk about Chick-fil-A and Walmart, but Walmart and Chick-fil-A actually took care of a need, and they established a brand on a certain thing. People don't realize that McDonald's, good morning. McDonald's never said that they had the best hamburger in the world, right? But they do. What McDonald's is a great real estate model. I mean, because every franchisee pays at least $1 million, close to that, in regards of the land that they have, that the restaurant is located. So we actually need to realize that a lot of times, what model we choose is very important. Now, me and my own business, again, for you guys just coming in, I am Dr. Renee Sunday, the platform builder. My business models have evolved, and you as a business owner, if you've been in business over 20 years, you really need to evolve. Excuse me. A lot of businesses, if you look at the statistics, have failed within the first year, and really have failed between the 2 and 3 years. People say if you can make it past the 3 to 5 year, really the 7th year, you really are doing a good thing. But we have so many resources now, but what are we really doing with them? Okay. Right. So just to recap from what I've said so far, a devotional, most people have equated it to more of a Christian base or religious or spirituality format, but you actually can have that in any genre. It's depending on what format and, of course, what your vision, your goals of it. The whole important thing in having a devotional or a journal / planner is to be able to motivate someone, solve a problem that they actually can get in one setting. That's the key. So if you have a devotional that's 365 days, every day, excuse me, every day it should be a goal of what they actually need to get inspiration from. Now, you probably are very familiar with the chicken soup series. That's what they do every day. They actually inspire you in a certain area in your life. Right? And so that's what we actually need to be able to do as well, in regards of what we're doing in regards of the devotional. A lot of people are always inboxing me, contacting me, want to do a devotional, but they don't even have an idea or a plan. So I wanted to give you these nuggets. It doesn't have to be spirituality based. It can be business. It can be fitness. You can have a whole bunch of quotes. Now, keep in mind, some quotes are public domain and some of them are not. Right? So you just can't jump up and put somebody's quote without giving them credit. And some, even though you give them credit, you can't use them. Okay. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about, okay, I want to do this devotion, but what's next? We always have to do what I alluded to. And I tell my clients that write books when they come to the publishing company. You have to get all your thoughts out of here. You need to get them on paper. So I know everybody loves the digital world. Well, if you want to just say it in your phone and it emails it to you, but the key is a lot of amazing things happen when you write things out. So we need to be able to write things out, because what that does is stimulate out. I could take it. I am a board certified anesthesiologist. I could take it down to the physiology of the brain. You actually stimulate hormones when you actually write things down. And if all of a sudden, amygdala, which is part of the brain, actually going to accept you, that you actually want to continue to write your book. Ask any author. Most of the time, they write a lot of things in one setting. Now, of course, you can get what people call writer's block. I really don't believe in that. I think a lot of times we put a lot of pressure on ourselves. You do need to you need to take a break. I mean, every hour you need to get up and drink some, if you're not drinking water already, you need to drink water. You need to walk around. You need to get some vitamin D, meaning going outside, those type of things. And then you have to do something that motivates you to actually, guess what, to continue to write. I always think about my why I'm doing something. That always motivates me. Why are you doing a thing? So that's number one. Get the idea, not trying to be in a box saying it has to be a certain type of way, because everyone has unique things and we have to appeal to all the senses of learning. So number two is actually you need to brain dump. That's what I call it. Some people call it mind mapping. You actually have to get things out of your brain onto, in my opinion, on paper. You have to write it out. Now, the third thing is you really need to get coaching. Of course, Google is our best friend. YouTube is our best friend. But you really need to contact maybe a publisher or a book coach or someone that actually can show you the way that actually it'll be profitable as well. It's always good to have a great passion, a great hobby. But the key is when you actually do anything publishing, when you publish something, right, it is a charge for that. The publisher that will charge, the editor, if you're gonna put an ISBN, it's a charge. It's a charge for it. I mean, that's just the way things are. But to get the right way of doing things is actually you need to actually go through a publisher / book coach, because some book coaches do publishing as well. That's why I'm saying /. Okay, so that process, I usually try to give people at least a 6 months to 9 months plan in regards of launching a book. Of course, you can do it quick as you want. I mean, it's 72 hours really is the Amazon to get approved. And if you're going through Ingram Sparks, actually it's even quicker than that. To get your files approved, but you have to have a strategy, a marketing strategy, actually to do it. We actually just did not too long ago, Can Any Good Thing book release, and we actually became best-selling authors pretty quickly because we already had got the information out there that people actually can buy the product. Now, I just want to say this because a lot of times people say, "Well, Dr. Sunday, I don't see how I can do it." You have to make sure that you're motivated and you believe that you can do it. Everybody's not going to support you. I mean, I can let you know that people in your cell phone right now won't spend $1.99 to support you in their business, but then they actually praying to God. They actually, they want things to be happening in their own life. You have to be able to support somebody else if you want somebody to support you. Now, I got to say that because a lot of people want success in their life, but they don't want to invest in themselves. They don't want to actually support somebody else. So I don't see how it's going to happen if you don't support somebody else. Okay. Well, and I just wanted to come on and give y'all this free information, which people pay for, so please like and share and send it to, share it with your friends and family first of all, you need to know what a devotional is. If you have any questions, you can jot them into the chat, what a devotional is. And I've told you what that is. I've told you how to get started. Just brain dump, just write it down. Me personally, again, I love to write things down because it's physiology behind it of how you actually need to do that to stimulate yourself to be able to want to do more. And then the last thing, you actually need to get coaching in that area. You need to see what the requirements are. Excuse me. What the requirements are in regards to publishing. Now, every publishing house has different guidelines and they provide different things. So you need to find out what that is and see what the price point and see if that resonates with what your vision is. Okay. Now, I always get the question saying, Dr. Sunday, so many different publishing companies charge differently. Well, you need to do what they offer. And I always go with who you have peace with. When you have peace, just go on and do it. Okay. That's what I always say. Now, we are having an upcoming masterclass to talk about more in detail of what is a devotional. Now we actually have that at a real reasonable price. Of course, things, they cost, right? I don't know. It just amazed me that people come and want stuff for free. I just don't understand. But anyway, we're having a that class that's coming up. And so we actually have it over on Eventbrite if you want to go there. And the name of it is What is a Devotional? But we also have that in regards of my links that we have on our website. And we're going to send that across the screen here very shortly. Let me type it in because someone's saying that they don't see it. Okay. Well, let me type that in. So you can go to reneesunday.com/store and go down to the link that says masterclass. It'll say how to write a devotional masterclass. Excuse me, my voice. Now it's on a Saturday, and we'll go in more detail of what a devotional is, how to actually do mind mapping, brainstorming. It actually tells you about. We're going to talk about the format. We're going to talk about the publishing. We're going to talk about what the different genres need to be, because there are genres on Amazon that are more profitable than others. I actually have a software that actually tells you what those are. We need to talk about how to find the keywords. People wonder how sometimes we become best-selling authors so quickly. We do have a software that actually tells us what the most searched keyword. I don't know how the other people do it in regards of their best-selling author, anyway, that campaign, but that's how we do it. Certain books that I actually write is because of the keywords, and because you got to make sure you have a strategy of how to make it profitable. Okay, just to let you know a little bit more about me, I am the platform builder. So what I do is I help people increase visibility in their brand awareness. And we do that. We want you to be seen, be heard, and get paid. And we do that mostly through podcasting and publishing, and also through media exposure. Okay. So if you actually want to launch a podcast, we actually have a package for that. We have an offer at podcastwinning.com if you're interested in that. And let me see if we got that banner for that. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Okay, you can get that if you're interested in that. And then a question came up. Okay. She said, put that up again, Dr. Sunday. Okay, that's the link right there. reneesunday.com/store. We have that's a whole list of things that we're offering. As of now, if you want to read more about me personally, go to reneesunday.com. But we wanted to just jump in and talk about a little bit about what a devotional is. We talked about what it is. Please check out the replay if you missed that. We also talked about how to get started writing it. We also talked about when you actually in the process, you really need coaching for it. You really need a book coach / publisher. Usually publishers, if that's not their forte, they actually will refer you to a book coach, So we actually have that available if you're interested in that. If you say, Dr. Sunday, I'm ready to get me a podcast started, we actually have that information as well. Someone else asked a question on Periscope. How long should a devotional be? Now, the shortest devotional I've seen, but people don't put a date on it. That's the key of it. You don't put let's say that, whatever date this is that you listening to that, don't put that date on there. Don't put that year on there. Some people have done 30-day devotionals. Some people have done 2 weeks devotional. Some people have done 60 days. Some people have done a whole year, 365 days. It kind of depends on what your audience want, of course, what resonate with you. I'm a type of girl, I like devotionals. I'd read them every day. So I kind of like the 365 days, but I have 3 or 4 of them. So I go from one, I read one, and I go to the next one. I'm a big planner person, journal person, devotional person. Okay. All right. That was a question that came up over on Periscope. One more question. Oh, wait a minute. On what? Somebody asked a question on YouTube. Yes, we do have a magazine, Good Deeds Magazine. If you want to be a writer for that, we are. We always take some, submissions. We love good writers. Okay, I try my best not to write in my own magazine, but sometimes I do. Of course, I write the editor column. I write that because I am the editor. But I try my best to launch out other voices so I could hear what someone else have on their heart and give them a platform to share their actual expertise. Okay, to give people media exposure. Okay, and we do have submissions for that. You can go to our website reneesunday.com and get some more information because certain topics that we resonate with. Okay. And also we do allow you to be on the front cover if you desire for that. There's certain things that needs to be in place with that in regards to professional pictures and et cetera, et cetera. And it's a whole spread that we actually do. But anyway, for this session, I want to keep it to the devotional, but that question, I always can answer questions as a business owner. When people ask you a question, be able to answer the question. Amen. I'm gonna say amen on that. Okay. Well, anyway, I just want to jump in and let you know about this. But I love you. I love you. I want you to know that you do have a calling. You do have a reason you're born. You're not a mistake. No matter what you think in the past, because you're not gonna think that after today. Okay. Whatever somebody else have told you, you're not a mistake. We all have to do three things. We have to believe, we have to trust, and we have to walk it out. We have to don't stop. We have to get it. And what are we getting? We're getting our purpose, and we're getting our purpose now. I am Dr. Renee Sunday. I am the platform builder. We'll see you next time. I love you, love you, love you. Take care. Woo-hoo.